I guess it's more sponsor stuff, but I think you can mess with it a little bit, even on a viewer standpoint. It doesn't even have to mess with the players. But as we pointed out, FURIA does start on that CT side on Overpass. It's coldzera with a kit and a flashbang. Armor on the other 4 members, and then for VP side, it's two smokes, a molly, and a flash on Jamie and Sanji, looking for a long execute.
Yeah, I love that cool. VP have avoided this stacking con very well. If it was B, FURIA were going to full push con and flank up the ladder. That's where they were, but they doubled back when they realized this must have been in mid or a long take. So they're playing retake. VP, very weird to see a 10-player alive post-con on Overpass, but here we are, and trades coming through very quick. Jame with 1, traded, and Sanji's got some great movement here, moved in behind CT. They don't know. The bomb is planted for him as well, so now they're realizing, now the penny drops, like, okay, they can't be toilets. Surely they're CT. It's a stick on the bomb. Sanji denies it just with a second remaining, and now the player from the toilets can move up, dead in the water. Vinny with the tap. Now he's sticking it again, playing with fire, and he's off the bomb. Sanji's forced him into the fight, and he's won the round from it. VP take the pistol.
Hitbox, man, were you planning or diffusing and shit? Like, that's... I can't believe. I mean, coldzera, he gets it at the end there, but that was looking very scary that he wouldn't get the kill.
There in time. Say Sanji had died and only got 1, he wouldn't have actually got to the site in time to stop the defuse. So Sanji had that entire round on his shoulders, and that was how VP set it up. He does a great job of holding his own. And now we get into this round where it's kind of, you know, like a bit of a force, bit of the investment coming through for FURIA, bringing that heat right away, looking to maintain, oh, I don't want to say maintain, pick back up some of that momentum that they had towards the end of Inferno. Ooh. And right now it's looking good. This FAMAS is popping off. Vinny with the double kill, making the FAMAS look good.
Yeah, and that's rare. I've never said the sentence hero FAMAS, but here we are. 1 rifle surrounded by Deegs, and it finds 2 kills. Art joins the tally as well, and VP blink and you miss it. This round, while still winnable, is sort of out of your control. Even if you play the best you possibly can, you're hoping a lot goes right. And, well, not a lot is going right.
No, not where you want it to be if you're VP after that pistol round. Full force back, and only really Vinny. To your point, yeah, I don't think I've heard that ever being said either. You know, star FAMAS. That's something new. I don't know. I think it gets a lot of hate. I don't think it's. I don't think it's a very like the negative era and stuff like that when people start figuring that out.
Oh, dude, I am a firm believer that if they lowered the price of the M249 by a bit, I think it would actually be used. I think it's you know, because it handles very similar to how like an M4 does, just with more bullets, right? And so I think it could actually be something that could get like adapted to be one of these you know, like anchor weapons. Like, you know, you could play it like towards monster and it might be a really good gun to stop rushes or something like that. Problem is it's so much money that you never actually want to sink that into the game, right?
I think that's the negative argument though, because like for example,
yeah, that's
like
true.
Banana, right? Like when you have smokes, like you could probably Valve's vision there is like, oh, the smoke is done. Let's just, you know, throw 100.
Yeah, just negative through it, right? Yeah.
Or when they push to execute that you're in CT spawn, you want to throw, you know, shoot through it. There's same thing there. Like there's still a lot of damage that could be made. I think the problem is that because of movement speed, once that damage is no longer available, how do you retake bomb sites? It's even more difficult than with an AWP.
And on top of that as well, as good as the Negev is, once you've hit that point of like laser beam, the first 5 to 10 shots are awful. Like they're not accurate, they're nowhere near where you're aiming. So yeah, for sure, there maybe is functional use for it. But if you get peaked and you have a Negev, you're dead, unless you're already shooting before he comes around the corner. So that's always going to be the reason you never see it really in like pro play. But yeah, I agree. There's definitely like, you could definitely craft around the Negev in a certain position on a map. So yeah, I'm surprised we haven't got to that point, considering how cheap it is.
I think it was banned initially as well on the pro scene. It might still be banned actually, for all I know.
Said that the other day.
Yeah, it never got unbanned, but I think
fnatic used it.
Yeah, exactly. I think everyone just because at first there was this whole idea of like, oh yeah, the gun's going to change. Like we're actively developing it. So early on, it was like, oh, it's really cheap now. They're going to make changes. It's pressed to get back into this one. They don't have a lot of utility to actually open engagements up, but they do have smokes to cut off angles at the very least. And Honda going unaccounted for on the boost. There's Kicker finally picking up the trade alongside Yakinda. And just like that, VP have taken it back in under their wing and forced the save out of Furia. They're just having a run for the hills. So we actually get to see a VP second round here and now. coldzera wants that AWP. The bomb explosion is going to blow it to him, so I think that's what he's waiting for.
Yeah, that's a weird round in my book. I think VP does a really good job there. Vinny staying alive, as the region are at least producing maybe 5 top-tier players.
Yeah, we're at the point where G2 are turning into like a Serbian-Bosnian mix at this point with Faze. So, no longer French. Right now, VP, they're up at the bomb site. Art pushed long with the AWP earlier to find a pick. That's a dirty shot through the smoke from coldzera. And Art is still here. Remember, he was long. He's rerouted to toilet. Looks away, and Kicker comes through the mid. So, bad timing for Art on that turn, but still a winnable round for Furia, who have regained control of the site. They lost it for a second, but that rotate from coldzera has, well, boarded the windows, and Furia are on full alert. 2 players on top, 1 down below, and VP creeping towards the bomb site. Is Kicker going to be loud and proud, or is he going to come in on the backstab here? He's walking through Monster as James takes the bomb A.
Oh, well, that's a bit of a disaster.
Loud.
Yeah.
How much rotate, though?
Oh, he's got them all down. All right, Kicker has done it being loud.
Get out.
And so now James gets the bomb. Now they realise, right? They start to rotate up. They go, oh crap, it's James. He's got the bomb planted. And now he's been given a bit of a chance, but he's gone. And so for Kicker, the bomb is planted for him. Well, oh, he's got the AWP at least. Now we can try to deny that defuse. And oh dear, he's went on a scavenger hunt and he's come up on them, right? You don't need to have 4 other players who are just as good as you are anymore. You can just speak in English and then go and join one of these squads that already exists, where they already have 4 sick guys and they just need 1 more, right? I think that is really cool. I think that's why you see so many like new players now rising up, especially within Europe, right?
I think FPL has helped that tremendously as well, because you see the same. I think CS has always been that one game where you haven't had international rosters because the communication aspect of the game is like so important. But I think, you know, in favor of FPL and very much the progression we see here, more and more teams are doing international lineups. I mean, this is really much the new norm, right? No, super exciting stuff.
VP out B again. They come through the monster with a flash. There's still short control up for Furia, so that's something a VP need to be aware of when they try and stick the bomb plant. If they go for a default plant, James needs to have this cover on lock to miss shot, and that's going to cause problems for Sanji. Redeems them with a quick couple of kills. Vinny falling after 1. The bomb planted for Heaven, which is smoked, and the only player in Spawn, which is Yuri, is not there in time to stop it. Honda considering getting out of here alive. That's a shame. He's been here all round. He called this B play very far ahead of time. He spotted VP setting up Monster on a jiggle. So, yeah, Furia were ready for a B play, but Sanji with a couple of nice...
E-rush. Oh my god, they don't care.
What a shot. Never seen it before.
Yeah, right through the utility. However, this time, right, he's done a lot more damage. And also, look at Art in the meantime. He's got all this information that, yeah, they can't be out through mid. The only place they can head is connector, and he's looking to get that under wraps as well. Now, he's got to be careful to not give this kill away.
James saw him.
He must have seen the barrel, right? And he looks so aware now. He looks so ready. He's trying to catch Art falling back, but you're not going to catch him today. And I really love that from Art. You know, we always talk about Art's aggression, but this is a situation where Art went aggressive, and then he realized that actually the best plan of action here is for me to stop, right? We're in this 4-on-3. He's got all that control in mid. He had all the info when they needed it. And now that things have gone quiet down towards that B site, he falls back, he sets himself up over towards A, and he can do a lot more from this position, right? He's no longer going to push and feed and give away a kill, open up a 3-on-3 where suddenly, you know, you don't have the information. You've given up that man advantage. Now he's able to play off of his teammates back in the site, and that was just a great show of restraint, honestly, from a player that we know to be very aggressive in these situations.
But he's still not far from the fight, patrolling in the toilets. They might come through on Divider. Oh, timing's everything. There's the shot as they come up the stairwell. Smoke dropped. Art is playing the timing very well. 20 seconds. He knows that they are running out of the clock, and he might even push through this, because why not? There's no way. The no so far. Insult change from him.
I think one of the problems James had is you think about how Furia have been approaching, especially this like mid area, but even B as well. That their B holds have been very, very passive. Like they're never peaking monsters, so that's never an angle you've got if you're James. And then with mid, it's just been changing all the time for Furia. I'll revisit this in a bit, because this B crunch has come in. and they just tried to run the gauntlet right away, haven't they? But it's not gone well for VP. They're a man down, and this B play, this B rush is looking a little sad now. It's kind of had all the momentum sucked out of it. They do have one player deep in the site, but no one else is really here to help him. Second man comes in, and with it, the bomb is dropped. That's Honda doubling down. Sanji with the response has put this back into a doable situation for VP. But coldzera still waiting, ever so patient over here, has support from Art in Heaven. And this kind of like double setup at two different angles is very, very tricky to deal with if you're VP. James, as we mentioned, having a quiet game right now. If there ever was a time for him to step up, it would be in this 1v2, but a couple of missed shots, and that's the only chance you get. 11-4 in favor of FURIA. Now moving into their T side here on Overpass as they look to take us to a third. Find out if they can after the break.
Translate that and having a good T side here. This is VP's map pick, we have to remember, and that T side, a lot of emphasis on the B bomb side. We'll see, I was expecting a little bit more from them, but nonetheless, nice to see FURIA showing up here.
Oh. Buster almost doubles as he's blinded. They come through the connector. It is going to end B here. FURIA just splitting it slowly. Art's running monster now with the bomb, and they are just going right in. Yakinda with some taps. He's got the info. Art, as the smoke blooms, is picked through it, and Sanji somehow dead in the middle of nowhere to trade onto coldzera, and well, at least we have all the CTs here, keeping the Ts trapped in the pit. Are they really going to reset here? Now, is this realistic? Spawn to A long, or are they going to try and fake it?
I mean, Yuri is still sticking around here with the bomb. But this is no way. It would be different if it was like the other way around, of like it's Vinny that has the bomb, and you know Yuri stayed, you know, and just taking fights. The fact that he gets the one here now all of a sudden, this could go either way. 2v2 now. VP lost complete track of where FURIA is, so they're kind of forced to fall back, take more defensive positions. With them just having two guys alive, they've opted to do a 1-1 split. One on the A bomb site, one on the B bomb site. And here we go, looking to be an A execute here from FURIA.
Oh, bye.
Yeah, and now I think it's pretty difficult spot to be in here if you're FURIA. It could have worked out. It's a nice headshot there from...
Yeah, I feel like before Yuri gets spotted on B on short, I feel like with him dead. Instead, it's a quick peek, clears it in his head, cools it, and rotates out. Still, VP are 3 on A right now. They're going to start to adjust. 2 coming down CT, 1 going down con. They're in caps surrounding B right now, and that is the right call. FURIA just left mid as Buster peaked. Yuri with another. We're back into a 4-on-4. Still a B crunch the VP seem more than ready for. Everyone is here right now.
No nades left though, just a flash and an HE on Buster, so it makes sense that they want to go for a bit of a gamble stack here. Still very difficult bomb site to hold, but the setups here from VP is actually fantastic. We'll see if coldzera would actually clear this. He does! Oh my god, Yuri.
Oh. James getting out of there, good call off the flash, but he can't escape. Yuri takes him down, and Yakinda's watching short. They don't have a smoke for it, like you said. Yakinda could wrap them here. If he hits a good timing, they've all gone the other way around. He's alone, but he's got them behind. He's got a spray. Thinks they're monster. They're both on the site. He's seen them now. Bomb dropped. Famas, VAK. Oh my god. Oh. Respect, once you're in, kick it with a kill, and he swings off of the barrels to double down, trading Sanji. 4-3, and FURIA have pulled the brakes. They've bailed from the bomb site. Luckily,
look at the timing. They had double molly.
Guns.
They had double molly. FURIA was forced to back up, so only 2 of their members actually came past Monster. That's why like the other 3 just backed up. That's a fantastic hold from VP. Very nicely done with utility there.
The only good thing is the 3 players who don't commit are the 3 rifles. So now they still have their...
Well, two out of 3 ain't bad, right? So let's see what they're able to do with it. One out of 3 is something. You know, maybe Yuri... that's what I've been saying. 1 out of 3, that's all you need. That's enough. Let's see what Yuri can... Oh, well... 0-3.
After the mollies fade, Vinny coming conside as well. The door has been naded off. Buster's even pushing in, trying to take some space. Art surely going to be able to clear this angle, and untradeable for Buster. He needs to get away with something. James is mollying Con again. He's got his AWP in position. And with the door blown off, he can actually do, you know, watch the water. He can be very, very impactful from this top composition. Buster with a kill. He needs to escape. That would be great, but instead he hangs around and gets traded. James is trapped and a missed shot. Oh no, it's getting dicey, but James follows up and he's saved by Yakinda as well. Oh, it looked like a double.
Everyone's there, man.
Quite.
Yeah, everyone's helping out. Yeah, Jamie missing the first shot. You'd think that he's going to be dead, but it's a nice little setup there. They're still very aggressive though, so Sanji goes down. And this, I was going to say, out of everything, this is actually the best case for FURIA. We have two members that's low on VP side, but obviously with Honda being taken down there, it's a 2-on-2 situation.
Stick it. Yeah, it's up to RNG, it's up to Smoke Spam. Oh, he had it! He had it! That was absolutely a one round for VP, but he gets off the bomb with seconds to spare, and now the smoke's faded. Kisarato almost cleans it up, and Yakinda, it's not a problem. If he loses the round after getting off, that's gonna hurt, but he redeems himself, he wins it out.
I think Overpass is also like one of those problem maps with the double molly up in mid from CT all the time when you have the economy, so like you kind of see teams more so forced in the underpass or even towards B, because you can at least get some map control.
Oh, double boost.
Yeah.
They're both going for it.
Such a bad spot to be in. Yeah, I mean, for FURIA, you really need to start winning some A here, because you see VP again and again, just 3 to 4 towards B, and then, you know, the double boost back. They don't even care about mid at all.
Wait, who dropped the smoke? The smoke got in the way of the boost. Is that FURIA doing that on purpose?
There is, I think maybe, so normally on the CT, if you want to push in that area, you drop a molly where you normally boost. And on the T answer, you might drop a smoke on it. But it might also have been the smoke on T side just to block off their area, because it's the one place that it's very hard to clear when you're pushing the short on B.
Desperate times for FURIA. 3-on-5. Just trying to pop it to B. 4 players here for Virtus.pro, and I mean, this is a round where you wouldn't even turn your nose up if FURIA wanted to save, but they'd rather all have the same money, so may as well give it a go. Starting to get cleaned up though. Sanji and Jane with a kill apiece, and Yuri hides outside the monster. Either die now or run now. You don't want to get caught dying after time. Trade. FURIA.
That was close
for VP. Yakinda over here in the toilets. He hears all these footsteps around. Now he has been the standout player. Like, he has been the difference maker.
No.
Oh my God! How's he managed to get away with it? Oh my! What is happening? He's somehow doubled up, and the dink onto Yuri earlier on. I don't know how he getting away with anything there seemed like it was going to be impossible considering the timing he hit.
He looked the wrong way.
Yeah.
They checked the long toilets, and it's what's cost them. And I don't even blame them, right? Think about how many rounds Yakinda has been re-aggroing long, 20-30 seconds into the round and pushing through the toilet or coming out into fountain. So yeah, you understand why they're checking that side, but both players looking left, no one even considering him, and yeah, that's more than you can ever ask for in that position. VP, this could be a saving grace, right? If they, you know, what I use the term reset round only because of the old economy. It's not as devastating as it used to be, but if they find this reset round and they break FURIA after they win their first of the half, oh, this could be tied up for VP to take it away. FURIA are committing into a 2-man hold, and there's already a con flank in progress.
Yeah, a bomb plant here would make all the difference for FURIA, right? Because suddenly they still have money. Suddenly it's not like all said and done where you're kind of like cobbling together. Few players won't have rifles, etc. So they want the bomb plant at least, and it really does matter a hell of a lot to them at this scoreline, but it just keeps getting dropped. It just key play here. Maybe they try something a little bit faster. He's there, he's ready, he locks in another victory. Really impressive what we're seeing from Yakinda. And it just goes to show, right? Like, you know, Jane can have a quiet game. You have players who can fill that void and pick up the slack, and we've known this about Yakinda for a while, but it is great to get that confirmation and just see it happening live in the server. VP, they're about to do it to them. They're about to have this reverse sweep from an 11-4 half to what could be a 16-12 victory. That would be unreal. Buster desperately trying to hold on to the connector.
At a certain point you want to just call this, right? Just hide, just hope he commits your way. Damage done, and he finishes the job. It's all on one man and one man alone. That's Honda. We're going to zoom to that finish line, but not in second place. Looking down Con now. Buster's climbed up the railing. Oh, this is a hard angle to deal with, but he aggresses, and that is not favourable for Buster.
Oh, have they got the bomb? I think they've got the bomb at T ramp on this flank. Look at Jame. Yeah, he's sat on it. Not Jame, rather. Kicker. Oh no, Honda doesn't know. Poor guy. He's gonna go up the ladder. Zoom, and there it is. Kicker locking in.